Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hey everyone, welcome to NT-App Banking. This is Leena, and in today's session I will discuss the preparation strategy for RBI Grade B examination 2021. So whenever you are preparing for an examination, some things or some aspects are very important for you to know before preparing or attempting the exam. Now first of all, we will talk about the exam pattern and the number of questions you will see in this exam. Okay, so today we will talk about only English section, and in English section you will see 30 questions, and for these 30 questions you will score 30 marks. Okay, overall you will have 200 questions. Okay, but when we talk about English you will only see 30 questions. Okay, so this is all about phase 1 of English section. All right, now let's talk about the syllabus of English. So first of all, I have divided your English syllabus in 3 parts. Okay, that is grammar, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. So when we talk about grammar, it means the questions where the grammar has been tested, or the examiner wants to test your grammar knowledge. Okay, so in this section, you will get to see the question based on error detection, where there is a sentence and you have to improve that statement if there is any scope of it. Okay. The next thing is word swap. Okay. Where you have a sentence and some words are underlined. Okay. Sometimes they are in bold and you have to swap them if it is required. Okay, if you think that any particular word or two words are not in correct position or they are not used properly, then you have to swap those words. Okay, this is called word swap. Sentence improvement, again, where you have a statement or a sentence and you have to improve it if it is required, and then you have filling the blanks. We call them fillers also. So I have divided this section in grammar category. That is why it is based on your knowledge of grammar, right? And when we talk about vocabulary, okay, so you must be aware of all kinds of vocabulary, because everywhere you will have the usage of these vocabulary when you talk about the reading comprehension, cloze test, or any other part. Okay, so for that you have to learn and you have to know a lot of synonyms, antonyms, also phrasal verbs, one word substitution, idioms, and phrases. Okay, it is very important for your examination. Okay, next thing is reading comprehension. So when we say reading comprehension, it means the section or the question which will test your reading skills or the understanding for the language. How much do you understand that language? That will be tested by these sections. So first of all, you will see passages. Okay, you can also call them reading comprehension passages. Next thing is cloze test. Match the column. We can count this section in reading comprehension as well as in grammar section, because it requires the knowledge of both the things, the grammar and the reading skills. Okay, both are required. So match the column. And the sentence rearrangement, you can call this section jumbled sentences or parajumbled sentences as well, when there is a paragraph and which is divided into some parts, 5, 6, or sometimes 7 parts, and you have to make the sequence the correct sequence so that it can become a correct or meaningful paragraph. Okay, now let's talk about the previous year question paper or the analysis of 2019 question paper. Okay, so that you can get the idea what kind of question or what would be the weightage of the questions you will see in your examination, in your upcoming examination. So when we talk about 2019, so in that particular year, 5 questions were there from the topic word swap. All right, so that is very important. Okay, now the next thing was match the column. So 3 questions were there from this part, that is match the column, and 5 questions are there from the topic sentence rearrangement or jumbled sentences, parajumbled sentences. And there was a cloze test where 6 blanks were given. Okay, there is only one closed test, but in that particular closed test there were 6 blanks were given. Next thing is passage, the reading comprehension passage. Of course, there was only one passage, and on the basis of that one passage, you have to answer these 6 questions. And the next and the last thing was, asked in that particular year, that is 2019, was fillers. And 5 questions were there from this topic fillers. So that is how it has become 30 questions. Okay, so this is the syllabus of English section, and this is the analysis of 2019 question paper or the section of English. So what do you think about it? Obviously you will have some easy questions, okay, some moderate questions, and some questions which can be complicated for you. Okay, so you must be prepared for all sort of questions. So when we talk about 2019, the questions were from easy to moderate level, and of course you have to be prepared for some kind of difficult questions also, but most probably you will get only and only easy to moderate level of questions. Okay, okay, now the next thing what we can do, that we can solve some questions of previous year papers so that you can get the idea about the level of the question. So this is the first question, okay, which is asked in RBI grade B 2019 examination. Okay, so this question is, with its diverse world, the cities is considered one of the most cosmopolitan city in the population. So as you can see, the direction is not given here. I have not written the direction, but I want to tell you what kind of question is this. This is basically based on word swap, where you can see 5 words like word, world, cities, considered, city, and population have been converted into different color, or they can be given in bold. So you have to swap them if it is required. So once we start reading the sentence, we got to know that this word world is not appropriate here. Okay, it is not used appropriately or correctly. So what do you think when you read this sentence? With its diverse word, diverse means something which is varied, or something which has the variety, various you can also say. So can you say diverse world? No, you cannot say diverse world. So we got to know that something is not correct here. Okay, something is complicated here. So what we need to do, we got to know that there is some kind of problem with A. And now have a look at the options. When you want to convert your A with any other option, you will see the options like A and D. That means you can swap A with D. Okay, also you can swap A with E. Okay, you have 2 options are given here, right? So with its diverse, the city is considered one of the most cosmopolitan city. Do you think that you can convert this city with this word, with its diversity? No, you cannot. But what about E, population? With its diverse population, the cities is considered one of the most pollutant city. Now if you write population here, okay, now let's read the sentence again. Which with its diverse population, the cities is considered one of the most cosmopolitan city. Now that is correct here, and we can also write world here, in the world. Okay, it means the population has diversity. But what do you think about these cities? With its diverse population, the cities is considered. No, you cannot write cities here. Why? Because it has this verb which is singular. How can you write cities with the singular verb? We need something singular. So as you can see here, if you make the pair with A and if you make the pair with E, okay, when you use A and E, you have to have the another pair which is B and D. Okay, let's try to swap both of them. With its diverse population, the city is considered, that is fine, one of the most cosmopolitan cities. So whenever we use one of the, we have to have the plural or the plural noun or the plural pronoun. So that is why we have to use cities. So that is how we got to know that A, E and B, D are the pair which we need to swap. All right. Now the next question, which is asked in RBI grade B 2018, is this. You can see that two columns are given there, and in column 1 hardly is written, and in column B when is written. So this hardly, this pair hardly and when is used when we talk about two actions happened one after the another action in the past. Okay, when one action happened and immediately another action took place, that is why we use hardly and when we talk about the past action. So what do you think? First of all, you need to connect A, B, C with D, E, F. So we have pairs like CF. Okay, we have pairs like CF, CF, AE, AD, all these things. Let's read A. They had spoken these words. The doctor opened and Aaron himself stood before them. Alright, can you connect hardly with A and when with D? And we can say, can you connect A with D? Yes, we can. If we write hardly, because hardly will take the rule of inversion. So that is why after hardly we have to write hardly had they spoken these words when the door opened and Aaron himself stood before them. That is why we can say A will be connected with D, A and D. So as you can see in option C, A and D, the pair of A and D is given. But we have another option, that is A and D with B and E. Let's read about read B and E also. I had closed my eyes. I began to imagine the most fantastic shapes. We do not need to read even C, but because we are practicing, so just read it. My aunt was stubborn. She was elected as the president of our company. They both are not connected anyhow. Okay, C is talking about something else and B is talking about something else. But yes, we can connect B with E by just using the pair of hardly and when. You can say hardly had I closed my eyes when I began to imagine the most fantastic shapes. That is why you have to mark this one, A, D and B. Now let's talk about the different questions. The next question that is asked in RBI grade B 2017. In 2017, this question is asked. And the question says, the script allowed linguists to finally crack the code. Okay, the script allowed linguists what? To finally crack the code. They can crack the code now. Dash out more about the ancient civilization. That means that thing, if they crack that code, that thing can gives us some sort of information. So first option says a key challenge involved in this whole process is internalizing. No, it is not connecting. Okay, because it is talking about some kind of decoding the secrets or decoding the information. Okay, but first sentence is talking about internalization, which is not required. C says decipher the hidden meanings and get out more about ancient civilization. No, you cannot use this one also because it means to decode the hidden meanings. But C says an immeasurable tool in finding. Yes, we have to use this sentence only. The script allowed linguists to finally crack the code and immeasurable tool in finding out more about the ancient civilizations. So that is how you have to mark B, which has only 3. So this question is based on phrase replacement, or we can say filling the blanks basically. where you have the whole phrase or the sentence. Okay, you have the phrase, not only a single word. You have the complete phrase, and you have to fill the blank just by picking up the correct one for your blank. That is how you will see different kind of question patterns. And that is all for today's video. I'll see you next class. Till then, keep learning and keep revising. Take care.